Hi, my name is Mike Duke. I'm with a company called Career Development Partners. We're an executive search firm. We've been in business for over 20 years, so we must be doing something right. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 7 quick fixes for getting your LinkedIn profile ready for a career search. And so there's 7 things that can really make a big difference in working and letting people know that you're actively looking for a new opportunity. And so with that said, I'm going to jump right on the screen share here for just a moment and get my screen opened up to LinkedIn, and we'll go to work on getting your profile, LinkedIn profile, ready for a career search. And so here's what I would like to talk to you about. One is you need to have a really good picture. And so I'm got my cursor there on the picture. Uh, uh, a picture is like eye contact when you're having a conversation. If you have no picture on your profile, that's really bad. There's no eye contact. If you have a picture of you standing on a great mountain scene on one of your vacations, that really isn't the kind of eye contact we're talking about. We want people to look at you and go, I want that person on my team. So a good picture. If you notice, I don't have a tie today. In today's world, you don't, a lot of people don't wear a tie, so you don't have to be in a suit for this picture. Just be aware that you're looking for that nice smile, that genuine eye contact. Be sure and look at your background and make sure there's nothing distracting there, and you will have a great picture. The next quick fix we're going to talk about is a compelling headline. And if you notice right here, this is the very first thing that people see about you. So your name, if you notice, I've got some credentials there, CPC, Certified Personnel Consultant. If you have something that you can put after your name, that would be really good. CPA, whatever. And then the compelling headline, you got just a few lines here to really let people know what you do and what you're all about. Here I gave a title. I told that I'm doing recruiting. I let them know that I'm doing recruiting nationwide. I let them know what is the solution to the problem that people that would be looking at my profile would want to know that I can offer. What is that solution? The solution is helping the manufacturing industry. So I'm not only making it very specific to an industry, and then what I do is I help them find hard to find people that you just can't post an ad on the internet and get. So in a very few quick lines, I've given them a lot of information about me, and that's what you want to do for your profile. The next thing that we want to talk about is having your contact information visible. If you notice, contact information is right here. I'm going to bring that up. You can actually get your LinkedIn URL address in here. If you might not have a website, but if you do, certainly put your website in here. Your phone number, I'm showing that as a work phone number, but if you're doing a career search, you might want that to be your cell number. You want your email address in there. If you have any other things that you would like to post in your information, and it's not showing it here because I've already done it, but it's looking for you to give permission to show that to your direct, you got 3 levels of people that are in your LinkedIn contacts, those people that you know directly, the people that they know, and then the people that they know. uh, three levels, and so you get to define who is it you're going to make it visible to. You want to make it visible at least to all of your directs. And the further out your reach is, the better. So make your contact information visible. The next thing we're going to drop right down here. This is something new to LinkedIn. Show recruiters you're open to work. And so control who sees this and get started. Right here it comes up, and you get to give your title, your location. You get to say you're immediately available or you're casually looking. You get to say the kind of job you're looking for, full time. Nowadays, with the pandemic, things have changed. It might be that the job you used to do and report in every day to an office can now be done remotely. Let people know you're open to remote work. And then contract. If you're kind of maybe somebody mid-career or higher, and you've gained a lot of knowledge in your career, you are somebody that could be a contractor, and you might not have thought about it, but I call it getting in the back door of a company. They got a project they need done. You've got the knowledge to get the job done. When that 6-month project is over, they don't want you on their payroll. They don't want you in your benefits. So they bring you on board as a contractor. And when you're there, you get to meet the team. You're inside. You meet decision makers. People fall in love with you. They like your work. And when it comes time for the end of that project, they go, we don't want to get rid of him. We want to get him on our own team. And suddenly you're getting a job offer where a contract flipped into a job offer. So be totally open to the idea of contracting. And now in the next fix that you can work on is your about. About is about you. You know, this is where you want to tell about your passions, about your work ethic, about things that you bring to the table. If I said, what are the, you know, when an new employer gets you, what are the 3 big things you bring to the table? That's your about. You know, the top 3 things. It might be you're very knowledgeable. You're very highly skilled. Well, then say that. It might be that not only among your top 3 are you highly skilled, you're really good at mentoring people, training people, bringing people along. Tell that story. It might be in your about that you know how to change a process and get results. So tell your story in the about. This is not a resume. This is about the about you. And notice how the about works. There's only 2 lines here, and then it says see more. So these 2 lines are very, very special. They've got to have something that grabs their attention and makes them want to click on see more. So really think through what it is. You know, if you when a new employer gets you, what are the top 3 things you bring to the table? Out of those top 3, what's the most important? What is it that a hiring manager would want to know about you in that first 2 lines there before you get to see more? And so make that very special in the about. Featured, this would be a good place to maybe post a resume, or if you've written articles, or if you've got a video or whatever. Here I've got some videos on YouTube about interviewing tips. So you can click on that and away you go to YouTube. The dashboard really isn't things that you do. That's really things that it's telling me that I've had 416 people view my profile. This is a really good way to keep score on your career search. You want to bring that number up because of the activity you have on LinkedIn. And the way you bring that number up is you do a lot of postings. Post things that are just maybe you didn't write it, but you saw a really good white paper that somebody wrote about business, post it on your website. People will read it. That these views will go up. If you have some insights, write your own white paper, and so on. So really, this is the way you keep score on your career search right here, your dashboard. Another quick fix is looking at your experience, and here the LinkedIn is going to have you go through each of your jobs. And let me give you a kind of an idea of how you could do a really good resume. One, I would suggest that you go to Indeed and find a job description that is for your title and your industry. Don't worry about the location because you just want the job description. And in that job description, there are going to be a lot of buzzwords, and yellow highlight those buzzwords. Make sure that your resume, your experience is sprinkled with those buzzwords. I also suggest a skills list that becomes like if a decision maker or a recruiter or somebody was looking for your skills, they would know that you do SAP. They know that you have a certain kind of software that you use for your design work. They would know all those skills that you've got. So a skills list becomes very valuable here. And then my last comment on experience is decision makers aren't concerned about what duties you've been doing. They want to know what kind of results you can bring to the table. Let me give you an idea about how you can find results. Think about a time where you have saved the company money. Think about a time where you've changed a process or system that really streamlined things. Think about those kinds of thoughts, and then think problem, action, results. We had this problem. I took this action and made these suggestions. When we made those changes, we got this result. Problem, action, result. Accomplishments is what you want right here in your experience. I hope that those 2 or 3 ideas really help you with experience. License and certifications for different industries. Be sure that, you know, if you're an engineer and you have a PE, make sure that that gets right here. If you're a CPA, make sure that gets right here. We get that in here. Let's talk another quick fix for your career search and your LinkedIn profile is recommendations. And it's not too late. If you've just recently been laid off, if you just recently left your job, it's not too late to ask your employer to put a recommendation on LinkedIn for you. Now, a recommendation is different than these endorsements. Endorsements just requires a click from somebody. A recommendation requires somebody to write a paragraph about you. And so a really good way to ask for recommendations is to use this little tool that's right here. It's designed, built right into LinkedIn to help you ask for recommendations. But to get those recommendations on your profile will really help your career search. And with that, I'm going to say that I hope that you take the time to go back in and edit that LinkedIn profile, look at it through the eyes of a potential hiring manager or from the eyes of a recruiter, and make sure that you do those quick fixes. A really good photo, a compelling headline, a contact information that's opened to the public to see. You have really worked on your about, you've worked on your experience, you've worked on your recommendations, and I hope that that will really inspire and cause people to connect with you and bring to you your next career step. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Talk to you soon.